son.
Once upon a time, there was a 5-year-old orphaned girl named Heidi. She was a very beautiful little girl with dark brown eyes, short black hair and rosy cheeks. Heidi was brought up by her Aunt Dieter, who lived in Switzerland. One day, Heidi's life was turned upside down when her aunt found a job in another city. Aunt Dieter, who couldn't bring Heidi along with her,
"We're going to the Alps to your grandfather's, my dear. You'll stay with him for some time, and I'll come and get you when my work is done. This is for your own good, you understand, right?"
Yes, I do. You know what's best for me, Auntie. I'll bring my dolls with me and we'll wait for you. I'm also looking forward to meeting my grandfather. I can't wait.
after a very long trip, they finally arrived at her grandfather's cottage. Grandpa Adolf lived there with his dog Joseph. Everyone knew him as a moody and a difficult man, but he was actually very soft-hearted. Aunt Dieter explained to him the situation and left Heidi there. Heidi and her grandpa loved each other from the moment they met. The little girl's antics brought life to that cottage. Grandpa Adolf got used to his new life with Heidi and couldn't think of a life without her. He no longer walked with a frowned face.
Where have you been, Heidi? I feel reborn having you here with me. I love you, my dear grandchild.
Me too, Grandpa. I really love you, and I also love it around here. Sadly, I have no friends.
There's a boy named Peter. He lives with his blind grandmother in a cottage near ours. Tomorrow I will introduce you. What do you say?
Oh, that's wonderful! Hooray!
Peter was a boy who was also a goat herder in his spare time after school.
Peter, let me introduce you to my granddaughter, Heidi.
Hello, Heidi.
Hello, Peter.
Go on. Go and play together, okay?
After that day, they became very good friends. Heidi and Peter always took the goats grazing every day. She would climb up steep slopes, much like goats did, and she ran barefooted.
Peter, run! One of the kids is running away from the herd. Let's catch it.
Don't worry. It'll come back.
Phew, got scared there for a bit. Okay then, let me gather some flowers. I'll give them to your grandmother when we get back. I hope she gives me some fresh goat milk in return.
Peter taught Heidi how to milk the goats. They also named the goats one by one. Heidi even cooked soup at home and brought fresh baked bread to Grandma. Her joy and optimism had infected everyone. After a few years, Aunt Dieter came back to get Heidi. She was going to take her to a rich family that lived in Frankfurt so that she could get an education and could have a better life.
I can't give Heidi up. What will I do without her?
Please don't take me, Auntie. I don't want to be apart from Grandpa. I don't want to leave. I'm very happy here.
You're going to live with a very rich family, Heidi. You'll live in a huge house and get an education in a very good school.
I don't care about those things.
My dear grandchild, you know how much I love you and how much I will miss you. But I think your Aunt Dieter is right. It will be a better life for you.
Listen to what I have to say. The family with whom you'll be staying has a daughter your age. You two can become friends. Clara is not able to walk and she has no friends. She needs a friend just like you. Come on, you'll see. You'll be much happier there.
Grandpa Adolf and Heidi were both in tears. After a long trip, they arrived in Frankfurt. They arrived at a huge house, and the housekeeper, Mrs. Rottenmeier, met them at the door.
Welcome, I'm Miss Rottenmeier.
And I'm Clara. Welcome, Heidi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Heidi, it's time for me to go. Take care of yourself, my dear. I'm pretty sure you will get along very well with Clara. Make sure you listen to what Miss Rottenmeier says. I love you, my dear niece.
That was when Miss Rottenmeier's nightmare started. She always frowned and never smiled, because she was a disciplinarian and a housekeeper.
Okay, the meeting ceremony is over. Remove those dirty things at once and take a shower. I'll bring you some clean attire.
Okay, Mrs. Rottenmeier, as you wish.
You can come to my room after you shower, Heidi. We can play together.
Oh, great! I'll clean up quickly and come then.
Clara lived in the big house with her father, grandmother, the housekeeper, Miss Rottenmeier, and the other servants. Most of the time, she would stay in her room and never draw the curtains or open the windows. Heidi was shocked when she entered Clara's room. She immediately drew the curtains to let the light in through the windows. All of a sudden, the room was full of daylight.
Clara, look how bright it is now. Sunshine will always help you feel much better.
As time passed, Heidi got used to her new place, and once again, she had made everyone fall in love with her. Every day, Heidi and Clara would play with her toys and then study. Miss Rottenmeier made it her goal to straighten up Heidi and turn her into a disciplined girl.
Listen to me. You better be a good girl. Do not run or wander around.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Rottenmeier.
Heidi tried to follow all the rules of the house, but she was having a great time with Clara. Nonetheless, she still missed the Alps, her grandfather and Peter. She would always dream of running in the countryside with the goats. One morning, Heidi couldn't get out of bed. Clara's grandma went to check on her right away.
Please, Grandma, send me back home.
That cheerful girl that everyone knew and loved had disappeared, and in her place was a sick and quiet Heidi who had also lost her appetite. Grandma felt bad for her, so she called in their doctor. The doctor said that she was nostalgic and the only cure was for her to be next to her loved ones in the mountains. So they decided to bring her back to her grandfather's. My life changed so much thanks to you, Heidi. I will miss you.
I'm so happy, Clara. Please understand me. That's my real home. Come and visit me as soon as you can.
Even after a very long and tiring trip, she was thrilled to see her grandfather again. She ran to him and hugged him joyously.
I miss you so much, Grandpa, and I missed everything and everyone around here.
I missed you too, my dear grandchild. We'll never be apart again. Look, Peter is here too.
Hi, Peter. I'm back.
Welcome back, Heidi. We've really missed you. Even the goats have.
Every day when they climbed the slopes, she would tell Peter about the mansion and the good times she spent there. After Heidi's return, Peter was back to his happy days.
I have a new friend. Her name is Clara. But I will miss her a lot.
Maybe one day she can come and visit Heidi.
Some months passed. Heidi's wish came true. Clara had gotten permission to come to the Alps and stay with her. Heidi! Heidi! Look, I'm here!
I can't believe you're finally here. Welcome, Clara. We'll have a great time.
The two friends chatted until the late hours of the night. The next morning, after a wonderful breakfast, Heidi and Clara went out to the countryside and met with Peter. Clara kept them company while they were grazing the goats. It was a very different experience for her, but she was happy. But on the other hand, she was upset as she watched Heidi and Peter run and tumble. I wonder if I'll be able to run like her one day. I have no idea what that must feel like. Days passed. Clara regained her health by spending time outdoors in nature. Her cheeks were rosy. With the help of Grandpa Adolf and Heidi, she even started to get up from her wheelchair little by little.
Bravo, Clara! You can do it!
I'm so scared. What if I fall?
We're here, right next to you. You don't have to be afraid.
One day, as Clara watched Heidi and Peter gather the goats, she saw a cow running towards her. Help! Help! Frightened, she jumped out of her wheelchair and took a few steps. She was walking! A miracle had occurred. Actually, the cow was running towards the barn, but had caused Clara to walk. Peter and Heidi were shocked and didn't know what to do when they saw her. They ran to her and hugged her.
Hooray! Hooray!
You did it, Clara! You did it!
After that day, she took a few more steps every day. 1 step, 2 steps, until she was able to walk. It was now time for Clara to go back home. Her father and grandmother had come to take her. Clara waited for them in her wheelchair. When she saw them, she got up, ran, and hugged them as they entered the cottage. She wanted to surprise them. They all sat together and talked about the days that Clara had spent in the Alps. Clara reminisced about the incident with the cow. Clara, her father and grandmother stayed a few more days and then returned to Frankfurt. Everyone was back in their own home. Heidi in the Alps and Clara in Frankfurt. They continued their friendship through letters. Clara wrote to Heidi that she would come back to the Alps in springtime so they could run together and milk the goats. Finally, snow began to fall and winter had arrived. Throughout that winter, Peter and Heidi went sledding. From time to time, they would chat and study by the fireplace at night. Heidi's grandfather would fall asleep happily by the fireplace, knowing that Heidi would be by his side. Heidi, her grandpa, and all her loved ones lived happily ever after.
Hey guys! Subscribe to our channel Kondo-san and watch the most popular fairy tales, cartoons, and nursery rhymes. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications.